Hello guys, I'm preparing chicken for a stew. That's the skin of the breast. Just pull it. That's our breast. We'll cook the breast separate. And this. Then you wash the chicken. If you want, you can remove the skin, or you can cook with the skin. Just to remove the moisture. Probably I need to chop this side here. It's part of the skin of the breast. We can remove it. So we dip the ribs. These are the ribs. Just dip them dry. And this is a little piece of the breast with the bone. Bone on the breast. Bone on the breast. That's bone on the breast. So we dip it to dry a little bit. Now it's time to prepare the seasoning for the chicken. We have a piece of butter here. So we are going to just dissolve the butter, so we heat it up in the little saucepan. In there, I'm just going to use maybe 3 leaves or 2. So I'll just break the bay leaf. Break the bay leaf. It has really lovely aroma. So just squeeze it and break it. Squeeze the the bay leaf, squeeze it and break it. A bit of salt, you know, this is Himalaya salt, so you just squeeze in some salt. Just squeeze in some salt here, maybe a teaspoon, just to enter there. Paste, it will also go there. So what we need is just maybe a teaspoon will do of ginger paste. This is ginger paste. Awesome. So that is ginger. This is sweet paprika. So this is sweet paprika. We can have like a teaspoon of sweet paprika. Let's see how it goes. Oh, let's see. I always like to top up a little bit. Let's top it up. Ginger paste. Let's give it a little shake. The butter is just melted. So what we do now is we pour the butter onto the ingredients, the seasoning ingredients. We pour the butter there. You go some seasoning, bay leaf, black pepper, a sweet pepper. So let's do that. This is our chicken seasoning. So we pour it over there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we start mix it about. As you pour, you mix it about, so that we have these awesome flavors going in on our chicken. Look at that. And you continue to rub the seasoning in, rub the seasoning in, rub it in, rub the seasoning in, rub it in. Oh, look at that. Amazing. And we add some more. Wow, look at that. We are rubbing in the seasoning. Wow, this is awesome. So that's our seasoning all done. So we let it rest. So it's just make sure every piece has some seasoning. Make sure every piece has some seasoning. So rub it in. Yeah, if you want, you can always add loads of it, But we just, this is our seasoning for today. The chicken has been resting for some minutes. Yep. We have here stringless beans. These are stringless beans. So we are going to wash them and include them in the chicken stew. Look at that, stringless beans. They are really long, they are really long. Nearly like 25 centimeters. Stringless. These are stringless beans. So let's wash them and then chop them. So we are washing them and then we chop them to include in our chicken stew. So time to wash the beans. Stringless beans. Time to chop. That's our stringless beans. That's our stringless beans. There goes our stringless beans. Gravy thickener using the potato. Gravy thickener. This is the tomato puree. These are freckles of potato. They will help to thicken the gravy. So now the time has come to add the gravy pour on the gravy onto the chicken. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. We add the carrot to the stew. Adding the carrot, we have added some freckles of potato and tomato puree. Look at that. Wow, look at that. And with the lid on. So it's simmering now. It's time to add the garlic. We drop in the garlic and add some flavor with the garlic. So we're dropping in some garlic. Here comes the stringless helder beans. Here comes the stringless helder beans. They are now taking their position into the saucepan. So now we drop in the stringless helder beans. Let's drop them in. They're going into the saucepan. There we go. Stringless helder beans. Look at them. The stringless helder beans. Going into the saucepan. Just to simmer for a few minutes, and our chicken stew is done. So simmering for a few minutes. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So we let the beans cook for a few minutes. Just give them a mix. Wow, look at that. These are the stringless helder beans. So we drop them in there, allow a few minutes to simmer, and then the dinner is done. A few minutes to simmer. Wow, look at that. So closing the lid to allow the beans to cook. Just a few minutes. Wow, look at this stew. It's ready. It's ready now. Look at that. The stew is ready. It's time to dish out now. Let's dish this stew. Wow, look at that. It's time to dish out. It's time to dish out. Wow, dishing time. That's our chicken stew. That's our chicken stew. Wow. Look at that. That's our chicken stew ready to enjoy. Wow, it looks yummy. It looks yummy.